let's talk Selenium WebDriver. So what is Selenium WebDriver? Selenium WebDriver is an open source automation tool used for automating web browsers. It provides a programming interface for interacting with web elements, performing actions on web pages, and retrieving data from them. But what does open source really mean? For those of you who don't know what open source means, it means that it's free, that this tool is free and available to the public. It means that the source code for that tool is available to anyone. It's not just free, but if you understand the development of that tool, of that library, you can go ahead and change it. You can modify the implementation of that tool if you'd like. Well, obviously, in order to do so, you need to understand how it was developed. But if you understand it, then you can definitely change the implementation of that tool. Okay, so let's talk about some of the benefits of Selenium WebDriver. So first of all, cross-browser compatibility. Selenium WebDriver supports multiple web browsers, including Chrome, Firefox, Safari, and Edge. This allows you to test your web application across different browsers and ensure its compatibility and functionality in various environments. Language support. Selenium WebDriver provides language bindings for popular programming languages such as Java, Python, C#, Ruby, and JavaScript. This allows you to choose the language that suits your team's expertise and project requirements. So again, there's a lot of flexibility here with any of these programming languages that you could use. Extensive community support. This is a huge one. Selenium WebDriver has a large and active community of developers worldwide. You can find abundant documentation, tutorials, and resources online, making it easier to get started and troubleshoot any issues you may encounter during automation. Okay, but be careful with this. Rely on credible sources. This can be difficult since there are many available sources online with incorrect information. Don't believe everything you read or watch. Okay, this is the problem with open source tools. Anyone is posting any sort of information, and you'd be surprised how much incorrect information is out there on YouTube and on Google. That's why throughout these courses, we will show you how to look up reliable, credible sources. But for example, when we teach Selenium, we will be referring to Selenium's documentation that they have available on their website. If we're working with any other tools, we will use the documentation available to us from their sites, okay, because they are the original creators of those tools. Rich selection of locators. Selenium WebDriver offers a wide range of methods and strategies for locating web elements on a page, including element IDs, class names, CSS selectors, XPaths, and more. This flexibility makes it easier to interact with elements and perform actions during test automation. Okay, so for any test automation tool, really one of the most important things is being able to locate elements. But nowadays with modern applications, the element attributes and attribute values can be very dynamic. So we do have a lot of flexibility here to overcome those challenges. Robust interactions and simulations. Selenium WebDriver allows you to simulate various user interactions with web elements, such as clicking buttons, filling out forms, submitting data, and handling alerts or pop-ups. You can perform advanced interactions like drag and drop, keyboard input, and mouse actions, enabling comprehensive test coverage. Parallel test execution. This really means executing test cases at the same time. Selenium WebDriver can be used in conjunction with Selenium Grid or other parallel test execution frameworks to execute tests across multiple machines or browsers simultaneously. This significantly reduces the overall test execution time and improves efficiency. Integration with testing frameworks. Selenium WebDriver integrates well with popular testing frameworks or libraries like TestNG, JUnit, and Cucumber, providing advanced test management and reporting capabilities. It allows you to organize and execute tests in a structured manner, generate test reports, and integrate with continuous integration, CI, and continuous delivery, CD pipelines. And also open source and cost effective. Selenium WebDriver is an open source tool, which means it is freely available for use and modification. This makes it a cost-effective choice for test automation, particularly for projects with budget constraints.